Okay, chapter 5.2, graphs of straight lines. Okay, the graph of straight lines is a straight line. The graph is a straight line, right? Straight line, not curved line, straight line. Then the straight line is always has an equation like this. The equation of the straight line is in this form. Y is equal to mx plus b. Okay, y equals mx plus b. Okay, this is the equation of the straight line. Okay, and m is a coefficient, is a number, coefficient of x. We call this m is a slope. Later we will learn this. M is a slope. And b is a constant, it's just a number. Constant is a number. And b is called the y-axis. The y-intercept. We will learn this one later, don't worry. Y-intercept. So b is the y value of the y-intercept. M is the slope of the line. So there are two variables in this equation. There are two variables x and y. So this is a linear equation in two variables. Okay, linear equation in two variables. Make sure that the exponent of the variable x is 1. Can you see this? The exponent of variable x is 1. Okay, so linear equations. So this can be a linear equation. Y is equal to 3x plus 4. Is this a linear equation? Yes, because 3 is a coefficient of x and 4 is just a constant. And the variable x is, the exponent of x is 1. How about this? Is this a linear equation? 3x squared plus 4? No, this is not a linear equation because exponent of x is not 1. So we must have a variable x and y whose also its exponent is 1. Then that is a linear equation. How about this? Is this a linear equation? Y is equal to, let's say, negative 2x. Yes, this is linear equation because we have a variable x and y. Their exponent is 1, and negative 2 is the coefficient of x, and the b value is 0 in this case. So yes. How about this? Y is equal to 1 over x. Is this linear equation? No. This is not a linear equation because x is in the denominator. So if we move x to the numerator, the exponent is different. So this is not a linear equation. How about this? Maybe we will see this one later on. Square root of x. Is this linear equation? No, because the exponent of x is the variable is an x, but it's inside the square root. So this is not a linear equation. So the linear equation is y is equal to mx plus b. If an equation has this format, y equals mx plus b, then yes, it is a linear equation. So let's try example 1. Is negative 3, okay, an order pair is given. This is an order pair, right? Order pair. This is an order pair. And then the x value is given, y value is given. So this order pair, is this a solution of this equation? And this equation, is this a linear equation? Yes, it's a linear equation, x and y, right? So we just want to check whether the given order pair is a solution. Okay, solution means does the point make the equation true? True? Yes. Then it's a solution. It is a solution. Okay. No, then it's not a solution. Can you see it? So what we do is we just plug in the x value and the y value. Plug in the x value and the y value. The point is negative 3 and 2, right? So we will plug in negative 3 for this will be the value of x and this will be the value of y. So just plug it in. So y equals 2 is 2 times negative 3, right? Okay, let me use a different color. So 2 times x is negative 3 and plus 2. Make sense? So what we do is plug in the given number, x value and y value, and then check whether this is true. Okay, we will check whether this is true. Okay, so the left side is 2, the right side is negative 6 plus 2 is negative 4. Look at this, negative 4 is not, this is not equal to the left hand side, right? Not equal. So the equation is not true, right? Not true. So, no, this is not true, okay? Not true. Therefore, we can say that this means therefore. Therefore, negative 2, 3, this is not a solution. This is not a solution of the equation. Okay? Solution means, plug in the number, then the equation is true. Then that's the solution. Okay, let's try problem 1. Let's do the same thing. We will check whether this is true. Whether the equation is true by substituting the x value and y value for x and y. So this is 2 is the x value, right? And then negative 4 is the y value. So y is negative 4 minus 1 over 2 times what is x? X is 2. And then let's check whether the left side and the right side are equal. Both sides are equal. Okay, so negative, okay, let me erase this one, write it in a black color. So negative 1 over 2 times x value minus 3. So let's check whether this is correct. The right side is cancel out 2, so negative 1 minus 3 is negative 4. So left and the right are equal, right? They are equal, right? They are equal. True, right? True. So we can conclude that this is true, the result is true, the equation is true, so the given point, negative 2 and 4, is a solution. Okay, this is a solution. Okay, example 2, exercise 2. Okay, find the order pair of an equation that corresponds to x equals 3. Okay, already this means x is given, the x value is given, so we want to find the order pair. Okay, the order pair, we can write it in order pair is x and y, right? X and y. So already x coordinate is given, which is 3, so that we can find y. So that means just plug in the x value and then find y. Then that is the order pair. So the order pair is, okay, so let's plug in 3, okay, for x. So plug in 3, so y is equal to 2 over 3. And then x is what? 3, right? 3. Just plug it in here. And then find y. Okay. So y is equal to, okay, once we simplify this, 3 cancel out, 2 minus 1, so y is equal to 1. So this is the y coordinate. Okay, this is the y coordinate when x equals 3. So that is the y coordinate when x equals 3, right? So, x equals 3 means this is x coordinate. X coordinate of the order pair. Okay, order pair. So the answer is x is 3 and y is 1, right? Y is 1. So this is the order pair of this equation when x equals 3. So once this means same as this is the order pair 3 and 1 a solution of this equation? Yes, because 3 and 1 makes the equation true. So the order pair that satisfies the equation is a solution of the linear equation of the equation. Okay, let's try P2. Find the order pair of the equation that corresponds to x equals what? 4. X equals 4. That means the x coordinate is 4. So we want to find out what? An order pair x and y. Already x is 4. So y is equal to negative 1/4 times 4 plus 1. And then simplify. the right side so that we can find y. And the 4 cancel out, so negative 1 plus 1, then y is equal to 0. Therefore, the order pair is, when x equals 4 is 0. So this is the order pair. X equals 4, then y is 0. So this point satisfies the equation. So this point is one of the solutions of the equation. Okay. Okay, exercise number 3. A graph equation. Okay, when we graph this equation, is this linear equation? This is a linear equation, right? Why? Because there are two variables x and y, and the exponent of x and y is 1. So this is a linear equation. Linear equation. Then if this is a linear equation, okay, this is a linear equation, then if it's a linear equation, then the graph is the always straight line. Always straight line. Straight line. If this is a linear equation, always straight line. Then how do you graph a straight line? Okay, straight line, to graph a straight line, we need 2 points, right? 2 points. 2 points. We need 2 points. Okay, need 2 points. You know, okay, we require. Okay, it requires 2 points. Why? Because look at this. Here is 1 point, another point. Then the straight line that contains these 2 points is a straight, right? Straight. So if we have a point like this, then we can form a straight line by connecting these 2 points. If there are 2 points like this, then we can also connect these two to make a straight line, right? So if you have 2 points, then we can graph the straight line, graph a line. It is straight line that contains these 2 points, always. So we will find out those 2 points. Okay, we will find out 2 points. So in order to find out, let's use any value of x so that we can find y. Okay. So just like this, give one x value, then find y value. So why don't we find out, two values, x value and y value. So draw a table that contains x value and y value. Okay. So if x equals 0, using 0 is best. X value, using 0 as an x value is the best because it's very simple to find, to calculate. So if x equals 0, then what happens? So here it is y is equal to 3x minus 2. So x equals 0, then y is equal to, okay, let me extend a little bit more. So y is equal to 3x minus 2, right? So why don't we just plug in this x value directly? Okay, 3x minus 2. So y value is when x equals 0, then 3 times 0, right? Minus 2, and this is equal to 0 minus 2. 0 minus 2, so negative 2, right? Okay, so that's the y value. This is the y value. So the order pair is x equals 0, y equals negative 2. Okay, let's find another one. Okay, how about if x equals 1? Okay, 1, then 3 times 1 minus 2 is equal to 3 minus 2, so that is equal to 1. So when x equals 1, then y is the order pair. X is 1, then y is equal to 1. So we have 2 points, so why don't we plot this point? Okay, plot this point. Okay, here is the x-axis, here is the y-axis. Then x equals 0, x equals 1, y equals 1. Right? X equals 0, y equals negative 2. Here. So x equals 0, y equals negative 2. X equals 0, y equals negative 2 is over here, right? And x equals 1, y equals 1. So we have another point. So the graph is a straight line containing these 2 points. Straight line containing these 2 points. We can draw it like this. It's not straight. So starting from here, like that, and going the other direction. So this is the graph. Make sense? Okay, let's try another one. Here is the problem number 3. Okay, let's write a table of x and y. So if x equals 0, then what's the y value? Okay, y value is 3x plus 1. So let's find the y value when x equals 0. So 3 times 0 plus 1 is equal to, this is equal to 1, right? So the order pair x, y is when x equals 0, y is 1. So we will plot this point. And let's find another point. Let's use 1. Then 3 times 1 plus 1 is equal to 4 plus 1, right? 4 plus 1 is 5. So when x equals 1, y is 5. So we can plot these 2 points. Oh, sorry, this is not 5. 3 and 1 is 4, right? 4. Okay. And then draw a horizontal line and vertical line. So x equals 0, y is 1. X equals 0, y is 1. This is the y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then x equals 1, then y is 4. Okay, one moment. Okay, the first point is when x equals 0, y equals 1. So this is the first point. The second point is x is 1, then y is 4. So going 4 units up. So this is the second point. And the graph is straight line. Is it straight line? Yes, because the equation is y is equal to 3x. Two variables with exponent 1. So straight line. So connect these 2 points. Then makes the straight line. Okay. So that's the graph of this equation. So when you graph a straight line, it's very simple. Find 2 points. So give an x value and find y. Or give a y value, find x. Doesn't matter. So find out 2 points and then plot those 2 points and then connect. Then we have the graph of the straight line. Okay, exercise number 4. Okay, let's graph linear equation. This is a linear equation, so the graph is straight line. It's a straight line. So let's find the table. I'm going to write a table that contains some points. So x and y. So y is equal to 1/2 times x minus 1. All right, so let's plug in 0 first. Always, x equals 0. That is very simple. So x equals 0. Then y is 1/2 times 0 minus 1. So that is equal to -1. So we have an order pair. The order pair xy is x equals 0, y is -1. Okay, another x point. Okay, since the coefficient of x is 1/2, so why don't we use multiple of 2 for this x value, so that we can easily we don't have fractions. So why don't we use 2 for the x value instead of 1? Because we want to use multiple of 2 so that we don't have fractions. So x equals 1/2, x equals 2, right? X equals 2. So 2 times, so 1/2 times 2 minus 1. That is equal to 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So x equals 2, y equals 0. Right? So we have the second point. You can have a third point, but not necessary, because the third point must lie on the same straight line. So actually 2 line is enough. 2 point is enough. So using this, let's plot a point. Okay, in this case, do we have to... yes, so let's graph it. This is the x-axis, y-axis. So x equals 0, y is negative 1. So we have 1 point over here. And then x equals 2. So 1, 2, y is 0. Here's another point. Okay, let's say this is 1, 2, 3. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Okay, so we have a 2 points. So just graph this, connect these 2 points. So that is the graph of this linear equation. Okay, let's try problem 4. Okay, we will do the same thing. Okay, x value always use 0 because we can get rid of 1/3 x. We can get rid of an x term. So when x equals 0, this term is 0. So this is equal to negative 3. So the xy coordinate is x equals 0, y is negative 3. Okay, and then we will do the same thing. The coefficient of x is it's a fraction, right? It's a fraction. So we will use multiple of 3. So use multiple of 3. Use a multiple of 3. Okay, use a multiple of 3. Even this one, let me write it here. For this x value, use a multiple of what? 2, right? 2, because the denominator. So we will use 3 instead of 1. We will use 3 for the x value instead of 1. So 1/3 times 3 minus 3. So that is equal to 1 minus 3 is negative 2. So when x equals 3, y is negative 2. Make sense? So we have 2 values. 2 points. 2 points. So this is x-axis. Y-axis always 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? Negative 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, negative 1, negative 2, and so on. Okay, so let's plot the first point, 0 and negative 3. X equals 0, y is negative 3. Okay, over here. X equals 0, y is negative 3. The second point is x is 3 and y is negative 2. X equals 3, so move 3 to the right and 2 down. Over here. Make sense? All right, then the graph is what? This straight line connecting these 2 points. Okay. All right. Okay, sometimes the linear equation can be written in this form. Ax plus by is equal to c. Here, a, b, c are just numbers, and there are 2 variables x and y. Their exponents is 1. So sometimes we have an equation, x term and y term is on one side, and constant is on the right side. So this is a linear equation. So when we graph this linear equation, okay, look at the green number. We can just find 2 points using this equation. Ax plus by is equal to c. So from this, we can find 2 points and connect. Or we can rewrite the equation in y equals mx plus b form. Y equals mx plus b. Remember, this is what we did. So here is m and b. We will use this form many times. So there are 2 methods when you graph equation of the form. X terms and y terms are both on one side. Then we can first rewrite it so that it is y equals mx plus b, and then find 2 points. Or you can just find 2 points. So for this exercise number 5, okay, write the equation and both x and y terms on one side together on the same side. In form y equals mx plus b. So, okay, in this case, we have to rewrite it so that y is equal to something. So that means we will solve. Okay, solve. This means solve the equation for y. Okay, solve the equation for y. So here's the equation, 3x minus 4y is equal to 12. Okay, when we solve for y, we will move all other terms to the other side. So leave y term on one side, and then move x terms to the other side. So minus 3x each side, right? So that we can move to the right. So negative 4y is equal to negative 3x plus 12. And then write the x term first because we want to write in y equals mx plus b. So x term comes first. And then we will divide each side by what? So we need to get rid of this negative 4, right? So we will divide each side by negative 4. That means divide each term by negative 4. Okay. Divide each term by negative 4. So we will divide everything by negative 4. Okay, or we can do this way. Okay, let me write this one more time if you are confused. So I want to divide the left hand side by negative 4 and the right side by negative 4, right? Then the left side is y. The right side is, okay, separate the numerator by using the same denominator. Okay, and then simplify each term. So y is equal to, okay, negative 3 over negative 4. The sign is positive 3 over 4. And then write x times x, right? Times x. And then this negative sign moves to the front. So reduce it, then that is 3. So this is y is equal to 3/4 x minus 3. So m, in this case, what is m? M is 3/4. And b is equal to negative 3. So this is the solution. Okay, we will learn, okay, m is actually slope. We will learn this definition later on. So we just rewrite the equation in y equals mx plus b. Mx plus b format. Okay, let's try problem 5. Same thing, isn't it? So write the equation 5x minus 2y is equal to 10. And we want to solve for y. So move 5x to the right. Then we have negative 2y is equal to what? Bingo, negative 5x plus 10. Write x term first. And then what we do? Next is divide each side by what? Negative 2. Right? This one, negative 2. So that is equal to y equals. Okay, now simplify each side. So negative 5x over 2 plus 10 over 2. So finally, y is equal to negative 5 over 2x. So let's move this x, this negative outside. So negative 5 over 2x plus reduce this the b value, which is 5. So that is the equation in y equals mx plus b. So in this case, m is equal to negative 5 over 2 and b is equal to 5, right? Okay, exercise 6. Graph the equation. Here's a and b. Graph the equation. Okay, separate. Okay, when we graph this, we can, the first method is we can rewrite the equation in y equals mx plus b. So let's rewrite it. And then find 2 points. So minus 2x each side. So negative 5x is equal to negative 2x. Okay, let me rewrite it. Okay, minus 2x. So negative 5y equals negative 2x plus 10. And divide each side by negative 5, right? Negative 5, negative 5. So y equals negative 2x over negative 5 plus 10 over negative 5. And then y equals negative negative positive, so 2 over 5 times x. And the minus moves to the front, 10 over 5 is 2. So we have an equation, y equals 2 over 5x minus 2. So this is equation, new equation in y equals mx plus b. So from this, let's find the table. Let's find the table of 2 points, x and y. So y is 2 over 5x minus 2. So if x equals 0, then what is y value? X equals 0, then 2 over 5 times 0 minus 2 is equal to negative 2, right? So the order pair, so So the order pair is xy equals x equals 0, y is 2. All right, then let's use x is 5. Instead of -5, let's use 1 or 2. Let's use 5, which is multiple of what? Because the x value should be multiple of 5, so it's much easier to find the y value. So we will use 5 instead of 1. Then that is equal to 5 cancel out. 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. So x equals 5, y equals 0. So let's plot this point. This is x-axis, y-axis, right? And x equals 0, y is -2. Here's -1, -2. Plot a point. The second point is 5, 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say this is 5. So x equals 5, y is 0. Stays here. And then connect the points. So this straight line containing these 2 points, connecting these 2 points, is the graph of the linear equation. Okay, let's try B. So when you graph 2 points, graph a straight line, it's really simple. Find 2 points. So give x value, find y, or give y value, find x. Okay, for next example, we will use a very easy method. Okay, let's try this problem, this B. Okay, do the same thing. I will convert this one into, rewrite the form in y equals mx plus b. So minus x each side, then 2y is equal to -x plus 6, and then divide each side by 2. So y equals -x over 2 plus 6 over 2. Finally, y is equal to -1 over 2x plus 3. Okay, so that is the equation. So let's find 2 points, right? 2 points. So x, y is -1 over 2x plus 3. So if x equals 0, then y is -1 over 2 times 0 plus 3 is equal to 3. So the order pair is x equals 0, y is 3. All right, then how about the x value? Okay, since the coefficient of x is fraction, and the denominator is 2, so let's use multiple of 2. So let's use 2. So -1 over 2 times 2 plus 3 is equal to, okay, 2 to cancel out, right? 2 to cancel out. So -1. -1 plus 3 is equal to 2. So the order pair is x equals 2, y is 2. Right? So let's graph it. This is x coordinate, the x-axis, y-axis. So x equals 0, y is 3. 1, 2, 3. X equals 0, y is 3. And the second point is x equals 2, y equals 2. Over here, this is 2. Right? So the graph is the straight line containing these 2 points. This one. Make sense? This is how we graph a linear equation. Find the 2 points, graph it. Okay, we will learn a much efficient method in next example, but we will just follow this instruction. Okay, let's try problem number 6. All right, so this problem number 6. Okay, 5x minus 2y is equal to 10. Okay, we want to find 2 points directly from here, but let's do it later. We will rewrite the equation in y equals mx plus b first. So minus 5x should move to the right. Okay, then -2y is equal to -5x plus 10. And then divided by what? -2. So y is equal to -5x over -2 plus 10 over -2. Then simplify each term. Negative is positive, so 5 over 2 times x minus moves to the front and then 5. Okay, so we have an equation like this, y equals mx plus b. So using this equation, let's find 2 points. So let's say x equals 0, then y should be equal to 5 over 2x minus 5, right? So x equals 0, so 5 over 2 times 0 minus 5 is equal to negative 5. So the order pair is x equals 0, y is negative 5. Okay, next. Okay, we want to use the x value 2 instead of 1, because the coefficient is a fraction and the denominator is 2, so if x value is multiple of 2, then it's much easier. So 5 over 2 times 2 minus 5 is equal to, okay, 2 to cancel out, so 5 minus 5 is equal to 0, right? 0. So when x equals 2, y is 0. And then the graph is, this is x, y, right? So x equals 0, when x equals 0, y is negative 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The second point, x equals 2, y equals 0. 1, 2, y equals 0. This is the second point. And then connect these 2 points. Okay, not precise. So starting from here. Okay, good. On the other direction. All right, so this is the graph. Okay, let's try example, the letter B. Okay, so what we do is move x term to the other side, right? Move x term to the other side. Then negative 3y is equal to negative x plus 9. And then divide each side by what? Right, negative 3. So y equals negative x over negative 3. And then plus 9 over negative 3. Then y is equal to positive, right? Positive 1 over 3x minus 3. Can you see it? Negative and positive, so 1 over 3. And the negative sign moves to the front, so reduce it, negative 3. Okay, so from here, let's find 2 points, x and y. Okay, y is 1/3 x minus 3. So if x equals 0, then y is 1/3 times 0 minus 3 is negative 3. So the order pair is 0 and negative 3. Okay, how about the x value 1 and 2? No, we don't want to use 1 and 2. It's a fraction, so we don't want to calculate fractions. We want integer. Better. Integer is better. So we will use 3 for x value, multiple of the denominator. So 1 over 3 times 3 minus 3 is equal to 1 minus 3, which is 0. So when x equals 3, y is 0. So we found another point. Then let's plot this one. So this is x-axis, y-axis. Okay, the first point is x equals 0, y is negative 3. So 1, 2, 3. This is negative 3. And then the second point is 1, 2, 3. This is positive 3. So we have first point over here, second point over here. So connect these two. So that's the graph. Okay. Okay, next concept is really, really important. Okay, very, very important. I will give 5 stars. This is very important. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really important. Very important. Okay, the definition of x-intercept and the y-intercept. So, straight line. So let me draw a x-axis and the y-axis. X-axis and the y-axis. Okay, straight line. So I'm going to draw a straight line, something like this, straight line. So straight line always intersect at the x-axis and the y-axis, always. Straight on the coordinate system, Now on the coordinate system, straight line always intersects x-axis and y-axis. Sometimes only x-axis or sometimes only y-axis, based on the type of the straight line. So if the line has a slope, it's going up or down, always it intersects at 2 points. One is on the x-axis, the other one is on the y-axis. We call the points on the x-axis, we call this x-intercept. We call it x-intercept. And the point crossing the y-axis is called what? The y-intercept. Okay, x-intercept and the y-intercept. And then the coordinate of the x-intercept. Any point on the x-axis, what's the y value? The y value is 0, right? Y value is 0. And the x value is the x value, right? X value. X comma 0. So x-intercept means the y value is always 0. So we will set the y value is equal to 0. So we have an equation. Y is equal to mx plus b, right? So we have an equation in the form y equals mx plus b. So from this, or we may have ax plus by is equal to c, right? C. So we have a linear equation like this. Then if you set the y value equal to 0, then that x value, the x value we found is the x-intercept. Okay, in the other way, if a point is on the y-axis, if a straight line passes through the y-axis, then this is the y-intercept. So all the points on the y-axis has the same x value, which is equal to 0. So x is always 0, right? 0. And the y value is the y value. It's the point on the y coordinate. Can you see it? So x-intercept, equation is given, find x-intercept. Then how do you find x-intercept? The y value is always 0. So set the y value equal to 0, so that you can find x value. Okay, finding the y-intercept is what? We want to find y value. So set the other variable x equal to 0. And then this will give you 2 points. So connect these 2 points. So this is the efficient method to graph a straight line. So from here, let's find x-intercept. So let's find x-intercept. Okay. X-intercept. Let me use the int instead of using the whole word. Y-intercept. So y-intercept, what do? Set y is equal to 0, right? Y equals 0, and then find x. So we have here it is x minus 2y is equal to 4. I will set the y value equal to 0. Then x minus 2 times 0 equals 4, right? So what is x value? X is equal to 4. So the x-intercept. So the x-intercept is 4. Okay, let me write it over here. So x is 4, y equals 0, right? Y equals 0. Okay, y-intercept. Let's find the y-intercept. Okay, set x equal to 0. So x equals 0, then we will find the y value. So x minus 2y is equal to 4. X equals 0 minus 2y is equal to 4. Then, negative 2y is equal to 4. Divide each side by negative 2. Negative 2. Can you see negative 2? So let me write it here. Let me write it one more time. So I'm going to divide each side by negative 2, negative 2. And then y is equal to negative 2. So the y-intercept is x equals 0, y equals negative 2. Right? So from this, let's graph the line. Okay, when you graph it, okay, this is x-axis, y-axis. Okay, the x-intercept is when x equals 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, y equals 0. The y-intercept is x equals 0, then y is negative 2. Right? Okay, so we have 2 points. This is the x-intercept, 4, 0, y-intercept, 0, -2. And then connect the points. So that is the graph of the equation. So it is not hard, find the x-intercept, y-intercept. The best method is, let me do problem 7, and let me explain again. So we have a 4x. Okay, this is 4x minus y is equal to 4. This is the graph. So x-intercept. We want to find the x-intercept. Then what? Set the y value equal to 0, right? Y value equal to 0. So y value equals to 0 means, this part becomes 0, right? This part becomes 0. So why don't we just cover up, cover up -4. Get rid of this minus. Get rid of this -y. Get rid of it. So we have only 4x is equal to 4, right? 4x equals to 4. Because negative y is 0. Then from here, x is equal to, divide by each side by 4, so x equals to 1. So this is the x-intercept. Okay, y-intercept. Okay. This means cover up the y term. Cover up, which means remove, right? Remove the y term so that you can find x. Okay, y-intercept. I want to find the y-intercept. So that means we will set x value equal to 0, right? X value equal to 0. That means remove x term, right? This means remove the x term. Because it is equal to 0, right? Equal to 0. Remove the x term, then we have negative y is equal to 4. So y is equal to -4. So the y-intercept is when x equals 0, y is -4. And then plot this point. Okay, x-axis, y-axis. So the x-intercept is 1 and 0. So here it is 1, 0. Okay, y-intercept is when x equals 0, y is -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And then connect the points. Like this. Okay, so when we have an equation like x term and y terms are in the same side, x term, y terms are on the same side, then find x-intercept, y-intercept. Just remove y term to find the x value, x-intercept. And to find the y-intercept, we have to set the x value equal to 0. So remove x term and find y. Okay. So practice this one. This is not hard. Just practice, practice, practice. Okay, here is the last concept, which is also very important. Okay, straight line. Sometimes straight line can be horizontal or vertical line. So horizontal line or vertical line. Each equation, each straight line can be written as an equation, linear equation, and horizontal lines. Okay, let me draw a xy plane. So horizontal line. Okay, here is 1, and let's say this is 2. This is 2. So when we graph a horizontal line, the path is whose y value is 2. Okay, this y value is 2, right? This y value is 2. So look at this. The horizontal line, the axis of all the points on this horizontal line. So this horizontal line is formed by connecting all these points, And as you can see this, each point on this horizontal line has the same y value, right? The y value is all 2, right? 2. They are all, the y values is always 2 for every point on the y-axis, on the horizontal line. So the y value is 2, right? Y value equals 2, always. This means y equals 2 means y equals 2, right? Y equals 2. So equation of horizontal line is y equals the y value. Okay, y equals the y value. That's the equation of horizontal line. Equation of horizontal line. Okay. All right, how about the vertical line? Okay, for the vertical line, let me use a different color, this one. Okay, how about this vertical line? This is the vertical line, right? Vertical line. Let's say this point is negative 4. Okay, so all the points, the vertical line is formed by connecting all these vertical points, all the points on the vertical line, right? So this is the vertical line, and each point on the vertical line has the same. The x value is always what? Always negative 4, right? Negative 4. The x value is negative 4. The x value of this point is negative 4. Let's say this is negative 4. This is negative 4, right? This is negative 4. The 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 4, right? Negative 4. So the point of this x value of this point is negative 4. This point is negative 4, negative 4, negative 4. So x is always negative 4. So you can write it x equals negative 4. How about y? Y changes, right? Y changes. So equation of vertical line is always x equals something. X equals the x value. X equals x value. So equation of horizontal line, always y value is same. So y equals the y value. Okay, y equals y value. Vertical line, equation of vertical line is x equals the x value. Okay, don't get confused. So I made some word like this, holy vertex. Okay, this holy vertex means this one indicates the equation. This shows the equation of holy. Holy means horizontal line. Holy means horizontal. Horizontal start with HO or HO. So equation of horizontal line is equal to y equals equation of horizontal line, horizontal line and vertical line. Okay, so vertex. Vert means it's the first few letters of vertical. So equation of vertical line is what? X equals something, y equals something. Okay, so equation of the horizontal line is what? Y equals something. Equation of vertical line is x equals something. So we have y and x, or y and x. Can you see it? Okay, so equation. So what is the equation? Okay, let's try this. Okay, let me do a little bit more example. X, y. Okay. All right, so I have a vertical line. Let's say this is negative 3. Then what's the equation of this vertical line? Vertical line, vertex. So x is equal to x value. Okay, how about this? Here it is. This is what? Oh, sorry, this is, should be 3, right? This is 3. Okay, so then here is 2. Here is, let's say, negative 1. Let's say this negative 4. Okay, let me draw few more. So I will draw a vertical line like this. Then what's the equation of this equation? This is a horizontal line. Okay, sorry, this is a horizontal line. So equation of horizontal line is wholly. So y equals the y value. What's the y value? 2. Okay, how about this? Equation of this line. Okay, this is a vertical line, right? Vertical line. So vertex, x is equal to what's the x value? Negative 1. So that's the equation. Okay. And okay, how about this? This is x-axis. What's the equation of the x-axis? Equation of y-axis. So look at this. Okay, I will draw a horizontal line, which is x-axis. So what's the y value of this horizontal line? X-axis? 0, right? 0. So x-axis is, the equation of the x-axis is horizontal line. So wholly y is equal to y value. Y value of the x-axis is what? 0. So x-axis, equation of the x-axis is always y is equal to 0. How about this vertical line? This vertical line is the y-axis, y-axis. Then what's the equation of y-axis? Vertical line, vertex. So x is equal to x value, which is 0. Okay, x equals 0 means it's a vertical line, x-axis. Okay, x equals 0 is an equation of a vertical line, which is the x-axis. I mean the y-axis. X equals 0 is the y-axis, equation of y-axis. Y equals 0 is, y equals 0 means, y equals 0 is the horizontal line. The equation of the horizontal line, that is the x-axis. Okay, let's try more. Okay, graph y equals -2. Oh, y equals -2, wholly vertex, right? Wholly vertex. Wholly vertex. Right? So the equation is y equals something, so this is horizontal line. Horizontal line, right? Horizontal line. Right? So y value is always -2. Y value is always what? -2. Y value is always -2. So the equation is what? Horizontal line. I mean the graph is horizontal line, whose y value is always -2. So this is part A, right? Part A. Okay, the letter B is x equals 3, vertex. X equals 3 means vertex, vertical line. This is a vertical line. Why? Why is it a vertical line? Because the x value is 3, always 3. X value is always 3. 1, 2, 3. X is always 3, right? Always 3. The vertical line. So this is the graph of the second part. Okay. X-axis, y-axis. Okay, let's try problem 8. Same thing, right? X-axis, y-axis. Okay, x equals 3 means, y equals 3 means, this is a horizontal line. Horizontal line. Wholly vertex, y equals 3. There is only one variable y. Then the graph is horizontal line passing through 3 on the y-axis. Okay, B is x is -4. So x is -4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say this is -4. -4. So this is the vertical line. Vertical line, right? The vertical line has always the same x value. Same x value, right? Okay, that's it. So always be careful. X-axis. Okay, x-axis. The equation of x-axis is y equals 0. Y equals 0. Don't forget this, y equals 0. The equation of the y-axis is x equals 0. Okay. How about this? Okay, example, just an example. What is the equation? What is the equation of horizontal line passing through 2 and 4? 2 and 4. Okay. What is the equation of this one? If you are not sure, then draw a little diagram. Draw a straight line. So 2, 4 is this. So x equals 2, y equals 4. Right? So this is point 2 and 4. This is the point 2, 4. Horizontal line. What's the horizontal line? Draw the horizontal line. So the equation of the horizontal line passing through this point is horizontal. Wholly, right? Wholly. So y is equal to y value. What's the y value of this point? 4. So y equals 4 is the equation of the horizontal line passing through to 4. Try more? Okay. What is the equation? What's the equation of the vertical line? Let's say vertical line. Vertical line that is parallel to the y-axis and passing through -2 and 3. How about this? Okay, let's draw a straight line so that we can find easily x, y. So equation of a vertical line is a vertical line that is parallel to the y-axis. This y-axis, right? Y-axis, and the parallel vertical line, and then passing through -2 and 3. This -3, 1, 2, 3, -2 and 3. So the line is passing through this point, and then what? Parallel to the y-axis. Parallel to the y-axis. So parallel to the y-axis is this one, right? So that is the vertical line. Okay, parallel to the y-axis, passing through this. Even we don't indicate like this. Equation of the line parallel to the y-axis, passing through -2 and 3 is a vertical line, right? Vertical line. So let me just get rid of this vertical. So if a question is find the equation of the line passing parallel to the y-axis, which is y-axis, then it's a vertical line, right? And then passing through this point. So this is -2 and 3. So this is the vertical line. Vertical line. Vertex, right? Vertex. Okay, vertical. Let me write a vertical line. So using the vertex, the equation is x equals the x value, which is -2. Okay, can you see this? Okay, good. We are done for this section.